speak to Rebecca Riddell, who is the author of that report. She joins me live from Stockholm. Rebecca, many thanks for joining us today. This is a harrowing report. Give us some of the examples of the stories you've heard from these children.
Yeah, and thank you for having me. Indeed, these children, many of them have fled conflict and violence in their home countries. Some were in captivity, including one who was held in captivity by ISIS and forced to watch the torture and death of other captives. And these children have sought safety in Sweden, but to get here, they not only had to endure near drownings in the Mediterranean and also travel by themselves into the country.
How have so many of them ended up on their own?
It can range, but some of them were even separated by smugglers, or they may have left because they lost both parents. For example, one child I spoke to, Abed, fled Afghanistan because his mother died from cancer and his father was killed by the Taliban.
And talk us through the range of ages that you are seeing on their own.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, an unprecedented 35,000 children traveled alone and sought asylum in Sweden last year, and about half of them are 15 and younger, including one 9-year-old boy I spoke to who talked about the trauma of watching people die in the Mediterranean as he crossed in the water.
And once they reach Sweden, presumably they've reached the end of their journey, are they getting the help they need once they get there?
Mm-hmm. Many children are relieved to be here, and under law, Sweden provides very good protections to them. It provides access to healthcare and education, but we found that there are significant shortcomings that mean they're experiencing delays and difficulties accessing mental and physical health care.
We're just looking at a live shot of a ship that has just docked in Italy, so the refugees keep coming. What can be done to ensure that the children receive the care and the protection that they need?
It's important that the country prioritize the asylum applications of unaccompanied children, because the long periods of insecurity and the traumas they have already endured have a strong impact on their healthy development. And it's also important that children are appointed legal guardians quickly, because these guardians help look out for the best interests of the children and ensure that they get the care they need.
Rebecca, do you see any end to this crisis?
We are calling for an increase in safe and legal routes for people fleeing conflict. And it's also important to seek long-term solutions to issues in countries that are plagued by conflict and war.
Okay, Rebecca, many thanks for your time. Rebecca Riddell there joining us from Stockholm.